In the digital age, a new force has emerged, altering the fabric of our everyday lives. It's invisible yet omnipresent, powerful yet often underestimated.
Welcome to the world of social media, where connection happens at the speed of light. Creativity has no bounds and the place where everyone has the voice.
Beneath the surface of likes and share, there lies a complex reality. A reality where endless scrolling and constant notifications can become an addiction.
Social media is more than just a pastime. It can shape our beliefs, our perceptions, and affect our mental well-being.
Yet amidst its challenges, social media also brings incredible opportunities. It fosters global connection, sparks creativity, and drives passion in ways we have never seen before.
Join us as we delve into the world of social media, exploring its dual nature as both a powerful tool for connection and a potential digital drug. Together, we'll uncover the impact it has on our life and how we navigate its complexities.
The evolution of social media. Social media, a double-edged sword. In today's digital age, social media is more than just a platform. It's a revolution that has reshaped how we interact, learn, and influence the world around us. From sharing milestones to building global movements, it has become the heartbeat of modern communication. But while it offers immense potential, it also comes with the pitfalls that cannot be ignored. The positive sides: global connectivity. Social media has turned the world into a global village, enabling us to connect with the people from every corner of the planet, exchange ideas, and foster relationships. Knowledge at your fingertips. From educational videos to professional advice, social media platforms have democratized learning, making it accessible to anyone with an internet connection, and empowering voices. Marginal communities now have platforms to share their stories, highlight injustice, and mobilize change. Movements like #MeToo and the #BlackLiveMatter would not have global impact without social media. Business growth. Entrepreneurs and small businesses can now thrive, reaching audiences and they could never access before. Social media marketing has leveled the playing field. Creativity and inspiration. Artists, writers, and creators use their platform to showcase their talents and find collaborators and inspire millions worldwide. Now, let's start the negative side of the social media. The first one, mental health issues. The constant comparison with curated picture, perfect lives leads to anxiety, depression, and low esteem among users, especially younger audiences. Misinformation epidemic. Fake news and misinformation spread like wildfire, influencing opinions and sometimes cause real-world harm. Privacy concern. Data breaches and exploitation of personal information raise serious concern about user privacy and security. Addiction and time wasting. Endless scrolling and the dopamine rush from the likes, comments, and can trap users in a cycle of addiction, reducing productivity and real-world engagement. Toxic culture. Cancel culture, cyberbullying, and online harassment are rampant, often silencing voices rather than encouraging healthy dialogue. The balancing act. The power of social media lies how we use it. As users, you must be mindful of the content we consume and share. Prioritize real-life connections over virtual ones, and critically evaluate the information we encounter. Governments and organizations too have a role in creating policies that foster transparency, accountability, and digital literacy. Social media is not inherently good or bad. It's a reflection of humanity itself. Harness its strengths while being vigilant about its drawbacks, and it can be a tool for unparalleled progress.
The evolution of social media from simple connections to global influence. Social media has come a long way from its humble beginnings, evolving into a multifaceted digital ecosystem that impacts nearly every aspect of our lives. Here's a journey through its transformative phases. The early days, building the foundations from 1990s to 2000s. The roots of social media trace back to the emergence of the internet in the 1990s. Early platforms laid the groundwork for online interaction. 1997. 6 Degrees became the first recognizable social media site, allowing users to create profiles and connect with others. 1999. Blogging platforms like LiveJournal and Blogger introduced the idea of sharing thoughts online. These platforms focused on basic networking, a far cry from the dynamic interactions we see today. The rise of social networking from 2003 to 2006. The early 2000s witnessed the launch of platforms that shaped the social media landscape. 2003. LinkedIn targeted professionals, emphasizing career connections. MySpace became the first mainstream platform where users could customize profiles and connect globally. 2004. Facebook started as a college network but quickly expanded to become the giant we know today. 2006. Twitter revolutionized microblogging with its 140 character limit emphasizing real-time conversations. This era introduced the idea of connecting with strangers and building online communities. The age of visual content, 2010. The 2010 saw a shift toward visual storytelling and mobile-first platforms. 2010. Instagram captured the world's imagination with its focus on sharing photos and later videos. 2011. Snapchat introduced ephemeral content, changing how people share everyday moments. 2016. TikTok emerged, popularizing short-form video content and spawning a new wave of influencers. Social media became a playground for creativity with features like filters, stories, and live streaming gaining prominence. Era of influence and monetization from 2015 to 2020. With millions of active users, social media turned into a hub for marketing, influencing, and e-commerce. The rise of influencers transformed platforms into advertising areas. Facebook Marketplace and Instagram Shopping bridged the gap between content and commerce. Algorithms began shaping user experiences, prioritizing personalized content and ads. Social media evolved into a powerful tool for businesses, creators, and individuals alike. The shift to immersive and decentralized experiences from 2021 and present. Today, social media is entering an era of decentralization and immersive technology, AR/VR integration. Platforms like Meta, formerly Facebook, are pushing toward virtual spaces exemplified by the metaverse. Decentralized platforms, blockchain-based social networks like Mastodon and Lens protocol emphasize user control over data. AI-driven content. Algorithms powered by AI create hyper-personalized feeds, cross-platform connectivity. Social media now integrates seamlessly with gaming, fitness, and work tools. The focus is on creating deeper, more interactive, and online experiences while addressing privacy and data security concerns.
Before we move forward, let's reflect on our personal relationship with social media. Take a moment to answer these few questions mentally or jot them down if you have a notebook. So, how many hours do you spend on social media?
I usually spend about 3 hours a day on social media, mostly on Instagram and Twitter.
I think I'm on it for around 4 hours, mostly scrolling through TikTok and chatting on WhatsApp.
For me, it's about 2 hours, primarily on LinkedIn and Facebook for professional and personal updates.
I tend to spend around 5 hours.
Okay, and why do you think you spend this much time? Is it for entertainment, staying updated, or for communication?
For me, it's a mix of staying updated and connecting with friends. Instagram stories and Twitter trends kept me in the loop.
Mostly entertainment and relaxation. TikTok is my go-to for funny and engaging content for a long day.
I get a bit anxious when I see others' perfect lives. It's hard not to compare.
Okay, let's move further. How does your social media affect your daily routine and mental health?
It can be distracting, especially when I fall into the YouTube rabbit hole, but it also helps me unwind.
I have discovered new hobbies and communities on Reddit. It's also been a good way to keep in touch with old friends.
So, after hearing all the answers, we conclude that the conversation highlights both the positive and negative aspects of social media usage. While it serves as a valuable tool for networking, staying connected, and exploring hobbies, It also presents challenges such as procrastination, distraction, anxiety, and information overload. The key lies in leveraging the benefits while minimizing the drawbacks. Thanks everyone for sharing. It's clear that social media is a big part of our lives, with both positive and negative aspects. It's important to stay mindful of our usage and find healthy balance. Let's make a pact to check in with each other regularly about our social media habits and support one another finding that balance.
Dissect the science behind social media's addictive grist. The human brain thrives on rewards, and social media leverages this innate tendency to keep us coming back for more. Dopamine and the pleasure loop. The dopamine and pleasure loop refers to a brain's reward system where dopamine a behavior by creating feelings of pleasure or satisfaction. This loop is central to understanding motivation, learning, and habit formation. How dopamine and pleasure loop works. Triggers or stimulates an activity or an event which triggers the brain's reward systems, practically in regions like nucleus, accumbens, and ventricular areas (VTA). Pleasure experiences. Dopamine activities pathways that lead to feelings of pleasure or satisfaction. Reinforcement. The brain associates the activity with pleasure, motivating an individual to repeat it in future. Behavior loop. The cycle repeats, reinforcing habits or behaviors that provides us dopamine hit. Character stuff loop. Positive effects. Encouraging beneficial behaviors like exercise, learning, and social bonding. Drives motivation to achieve goals or solve problems. Negative effects. It can lead to addiction by overloading the system. Overstimulation may reduce sensitivity, requiring more of the stimulus to achieve the same. Pleasure. Breaking the loop. Mindfulness. Being aware of triggers and behaviors, set boundaries, limit to exposure, overstimulating activities. Healthy habits. Replace addictive patterns with rewarding but sustainable activities. Example, hobbies and exercises. Dopamine fasting. Temporarily abstain from pleasure inducing activities to reset sensitivity. Neurological consequences. Neurological consequences refers to the effects or outcomes on a nervous system comprising the brain, spinal cord, and nerves due to various conditions, injuries, or diseases. These consequences can vary widely depending on the cause and severity. Potentiality affecting cognition, motor skills, sensory processes, and overall behavior. Common causes of neurological consequences: trauma, brain injury, stroke, neurodegenerative diseases, infections, toxins or drugs, generative disorders, mental health conditions. Common neurological conditions consequences are conjugative dysfunction, means memory loss, confusion, or impaired judgment. Motor impairment, difficulty with coordination, balance, or voluntary movements. Altered sensation, emotional disturbances, mood swings, depression, or anxiety. Chronic pains, neuropathic pain due to damaged nerves. Seizures, often linked to conditions like epilepsy or brain injuries. Managing neurological consequences. Medications like managing symptoms like seizures, pains, or mood disturbances. Therapy, physical or occupational or speech therapy for motor or communication impairment. Lifestyle changes, diet, exercises, and stress management to support neurological health. Surgical interventions in case of structural damage or severe nerve compression. Rehabilitation programs focus on recovery, on coping strategies.
Social media doesn't just affect individuals, it impacts ripples to families, communities, and entire societies. The polarization of beliefs. The polarization of beliefs on social media. Social media has revolutionized how people impact and share ideas. However, it has also become a breeding ground for the polarization of beliefs. The algorithm-driven societies, combined with echo chambers and misinformation, have intensified the divisions in societies. This phenomena raises concerns about its impact on critical thinking, social harmony, and decision-making processes. How social media contributes to polarization. Algorithm-driven echo chambers. Social media platforms use echo chambers to personalize content while it enhances user experience. It often creates echo chambers by repeating, exposing users to like-minded opinions. This reinforcement of beliefs reduces exposure to diverse perspectives, deepening divides. Amplification of extreme views. Outrage and controversial content tends to receive higher engagement, which encourages spread of extreme views. The viewpoint dominate online discussions, marginalizing moderate perspectives and fostering us versus them mentalities. Confirmation bias. Users are more likely to engage with contents that aligns with their pre-existing beliefs. Social media reinforces this behavior by prioritizing such contents by making it harder to question one's stance or considering one's argument. Misinformation and fake news. The rapid dissemination of misinformation, whether intentional or accidental, accelerates polarization. False narratives often leads to emotional responses, creating deeper divisions among the users. Of polarization. First one, erosion of civil discourse. Polarization belief reduces tolerance for differing opinions, leading to hostile debates and personal attacks. This undermines the quality of conversations and hampers productivity of dialogue. Fragmented communities. Online polarization spill over into real-life interactions, fragmenting communities, weakening social cohesion. People may avoid engaging with those holding opposing beliefs, leading to social isolation. Consequences from vaccine hesitancy to election manipulation, cyberbullying and harassment. Over 60% of teens report experiencing online harassment. For many, social media has become battleground of comparison and cruelty, leaving scars that are born emotional and psychological. Political and social instabilities. Polarization has far-reaching implications, including influencing elections, policy decisions, and public opinions. It results in a lack of conscience on critical issues, impeding processes. The misinformation epidemic. From fake news to deepfakes, social media is a fertile land for misinformation. Often, in the real world, consequences from vaccine hesitancy to election manipulation, cyberbullying and harassment. Over 60% of teens report experiencing online harassment. For many, social media has become battleground of comparison and cruelty, leaving scars that are born emotional and psychological.
Hello everyone. Today we delve into a topic that touches every aspect of modern life. Social media, a boon or bane. As we explore this dynamic platform, we aim to uncover its power to connect and inspire, as well as its potential to divide and distract. Let's analyze its impact and decide, are we truly benefiting from it, or is it shaping in the ways we can't control? Let's start a debate on it. Team 1, Harsh and Niyati. They will talk about social media as a net positive. Team 2, Ayush, Hajare, Ayush Agrawal and Mahir. They will talk about social media does more harm than good. So here we go. It's time for Team 1.
So we have argument 1, fostering connection.
Social media platforms have come a long way since the days of MySpace and early Facebook. With the billions of users worldwide, platforms like Instagram, TikTok and Twitter are designed to keep us hooked. But what makes them so addictive? Let's break it down.
Likes and comments to the endless scroll that never seems to stop. Social media taps into our basic human desires for validation and connection. These platforms are meticulously designed to keep us engaged for as long as possible.
Social media enables us to maintain relationships across distances. It's no longer about writing letters or waiting days for a phone call. You can video chat with family and share life updates instantly and stay in touch with friends around the world.
I remember reconnecting with an old friend through Facebook after years of losing touch. Our bond reignited, and it's all thanks to the power of social media.
Team 2, it's your turn.
We are presenting our first argument regarding mental health issues.
Let's start with our mental health issue. Numerous studies have shown a correlation between social media use and mental health issues like anxiety, depression, and low esteem.
A study by the University of Pennsylvania found that limiting use of social media by 30 minutes can improve mental health significantly. But why is this? Social media platforms can create environment of constant comparison, leading to feeling of inadequacy and FOMO, which means fear of missing out.
Scrolling through perfectly curated photos and highlighted reels can make us feel like our own lives are lacking. This social comparison can be damaging, especially for young people are still developing their sense of self.
Spoke with Vicky Sir, who shared how social media affected their mental health. Their story is a powerful reminder of how this platform can impact us.
Team 1, it's your time.
Here we have argument regarding sparking creativity.
One of the most exciting aspects of social media is the explosion of creativity it has sparked. Remember the viral dance challenges on TikTok or the collaborative art projects on Instagram? This platform fosters a global creative community where people inspire and challenge each other.
Nitish Rajput, who started creating content in his home and has millions of followers now. Social media provides a stage for anyone with talent and passion to showcase their work.
Team 2, now it's your time.
Let's talk about spread of misinformation. Social media platforms can amplify fake news and misinformation, leading to confusion and marketing.
From election interfaces to health misinformation, the spread of false information on social media had real world consequences. For example, misinformation about vaccines has contributed to a decline in vaccination rates and outbreak of preventable diseases.
Content moderation is a huge challenge with billions of posts every day. It's nearly impossible to catch every piece of fake news. Even with algorithms and even moderators, harmful content can slip through the cracks.
Team 1, put some other argument.
Social media is not just about fun and games, it's a driving innovation and transforming industries. For businesses, especially small ones, social media is a game changer.
Small businesses can reach global audience with just a few posts. Social media marketing allows for targeted advertising, which is more effective and affordable than traditional methods.
Platforms like Kickstarter and GoFundMe leverage social media to gather support for innovative projects. Many startups have turned their dreams into reality thanks to the viral social media campaigns.
Shantanu Naidu, who launched their eco-friendly product through social media. Their story is a testament to how innovation thrives in the digital age.
Team 2, do you have something in defense?
Yeah, let's talk about addiction and time waste. Finally, let's address addiction. Social media is designed to be addictive, capturing our attentions for as long as possible.
Endless scrolls, notifications, and likes are all engineered to keep us coming back. This led us to excessive use of impacting productivity, sleep, and overall well-being.
Have you ever found yourself staying up late, scrolling through your feed, even though you should be sleeping? Social media can disrupt our sleep patterns and contribute to the feelings of fatigue.
Spoke with Ayush Hajare, who shared his struggles with social media addiction. His experience highlights are very real-life challenges that many of us face.
So, what can we take away from all this? Social media is a double-edged sword. It's a powerful, addictive, and pervasive, but also capable of incredible good. The key is to use it mindfully and make sure it enhances rather than diminishes our lives. While social media has its benefit, it is essential to recognize the significant risk it poses to our mental health and spread of misinformation, and the potential for addiction. We must use these platforms responsibly and advocate for better regulations to protect users.
The antidote to addiction is not rejection but balance. Here are strategies to regain control. The first one, digital detoxing. Set aside 1 day a week to completely unplug from social media. Use this time to reconnect with yourself and loved ones. Follow accounts that inspire and educate you, and unfollow those that drain. The second one, mindful consumption. Your energy or spread negativity. The third one, parental controls and digital literacy. For families, teach children about healthy tech habits, equip them with the tools to navigate the digital world responsibly. The fourth one, advocate for ethical design. Support platforms and policies that prioritize user well-being over profit.
As we stand at the crossroads of this digital era, let us reflect on the journey we have taken today. Social media is neither a hero nor a villain. It is a mirror, reflecting our choices, our priorities, and our intentions. But it is also a magnifier, amplifying the best and worst of humanity.
Yet, amidst the challenges, we've seen its potential to foster connections, drive global change, and inspire creativity. It is not the tool that defines us, but how we wield it.
In reclaiming our autonomy, we must embrace mindfulness. Let us guard our time fiercely, resist the manipulative designs of algorithms, and choose authenticity over performance.
Remember, the most profound connections are not measured in likes and shares, but in laughters, eye contact, and simple joy of being present with one another. The greatest stories of lives will not be told in pixels but in moments.
Let's carry this reminder. We all, the architectures of our digital lives. Will we build a foundation for distraction and disconnection? Or will we craft a legacy of intention and meaning?
The answer lies in you. Social media is a tool, nothing more, nothing less. Use it to amplify your voice, to connect deeply, to inspire change. But never forget that the most extraordinary experience of life unfold in the real world, not on a screen. Let us reclaim our time, redefine our relationship, and reimagine digital future, where technology enhances rather than diminishing the human experience.